CNN. Testimony wrapped up Friday in former President Donald Trump's 14th Amendment disqualification trial in Colorado, setting the stage for a historic verdict later this month. The week-long hearing included testimony from legal scholars who explained amendment's history of insurrectionist ban. U.S. Capitol police officers injured fighting pro-Trump mob on Jan. 6. Organizers of Trump rally that preceded violence. 2 House members and 2 House members. Expert on MPs and right-wing extremism. Closing arguments are scheduled for November 15, and a decision is expected shortly thereafter. The 14th Amendment, ratified after the Civil War, says U.S. officials sworn to protect the Constitution will be barred from holding future office if they participate in rebellion. But the Constitution doesn't say how the ban will be implemented, and it has been implemented only twice since 1919. So many experts view those challenges as a long shot. Denver District Court Judge Sarah Wallace, who was appointed to the bench by Colorado's incumbent Democratic governor, will hear closing arguments on November 15 and issue a decision shortly thereafter. Wallace has a long list of complex legal questions to answer. Was January 6 a rebellion? Was Trump involved in this insurrection? Does the ban on rebellion also apply to presidents? Can he enforce this provision? Or does Congress need to act? Throughout the week, Wallace did not bow his hand to indicate how much he bowed. He overruled dozens of objections from Trump's lawyers while questioning witnesses. And on Friday, he backtracked after a legal scholar Trump had put on the stand suggested that Trump's fitness for office should be determined by Congress, not the courts. Do you have examples of situations where the court basically said, "It's too difficult for me to interpret the Constitution, so I am going to let Congress tell me what it means"? Court, to interpret the Constitution. I'd like to hear why you think what I should do in this situation is say this is too hard, Wallace said. A former Bush administration official and Saint expert Robert Delahunty, who teaches at the University of St. Thomas School of Law, could not cite any facts to support his view. No matter who wins, objections are expected. The case is happening under a special state law that allows expedited trials. So any appeal would go directly to the Colorado Supreme Court. All 7 justices on the court were appointed by Democrats. Their decisions could be appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, which has a conservative majority, including 3 justices Trump named to the High Court. Derek Muller, an election law expert at Notre Dame Law School who provides impartial legal briefs on related cases, said Wallace has a lot of things to weigh in a short period of time. The court has been fairly passive and allowed a lot of evidence to come in. Election deniers and the January 6 revision in some ways. The hearing in Denver served as a preview of